Pisces? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2023, baby. Pisces. I feel like there's like a smirk or like definitely a ramp up in optimism here. And that would make sense with Jupiter being in Aries. Pisces is traditionally ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune is now direct in your sign, so I do feel like the rose-colored glasses are back on. There may be like a reemergence of old mental health issues or habits, or wrapping up cycles with those things. But I definitely feel like Jupiter in Aries has you very like me-minded, me first, as you should be. It has you very interested in figuring out who you are and what you're gonna do about it. So be sure to check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Capricorn, maybe for some of y'all even the Sagittarius readings, are going to be big. I'm keeping this. I didn't ask for cards yet, but this is too big to put back. Look at all this expansion. This is Jupiter. This is, granted, this is a Sagittarius card. First, sorry, this is a fucking lot. Let me just get through everything. Some of you, the issue with like recovery, expansion, travel, exploration, finding love, pouring into yourself versus attachment, connection versus attachment. There could be somebody with Pisces or Sagittarius or Capricorn or Aquarius placements playing a big role in your life. But I feel like your relationship to expansion, your relationship to spreading your wings. Also, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is a big hint or warning about addiction. Y'all, some of y'all about to have some kind of like kick in the dick or a come to Jesus about your relationship to addiction, your relationship to vices, your relationship to alcohol, your relationship to sex, your relationship to recovery. Also, when something upsetting happens, like your defense mechanisms or coping mechanisms, recovery is a big thing. But this is a big thing about spreading your wings. All right, Pisces, come out swinging. Patreon gets everything first, though. Over on Patreon, we're going to clarify all these cards and dive into the plunge. So for free content, check out my Instagram at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Also check out the Aquarius season astrology video that has all of the dates of the new moon, dark moon, all, you know, full moon, all the transits and stuff that are important this season. But whoa, look at the wings. Let's like really take up some time to evaluate this, Pisces. You're the sign of the subconscious and symbolism and all of that, seeing beyond the veil. And so look at the symmetry here. I feel like there is expansion in your subconscious mind and in your waking life. There is expansion to be had in the dark and in the light. But some of you, I feel like in the light, in your day-to-day life, there is like a haunting even of some sort of darkness or something that you're bound to. Or some of you may be trying to quit something, or you're noticing that you're really addicted to something, or you're noticing that something may be toxic. There may be a toxic attachment. Some of you are recovering from toxic attachments. I could do a whole 30 minutes on just these two cards. So I'm trying to like really reel it in. But some of you, some of us are in this position, temperance, the devil, tempering your relationship to temptation. Some of us there could be like a relapse or something like that. There could, if you don't really get comfortable standing firmly in your no, there could be something about just like figuring out what is going to lead you to the path of empowerment, prestige. What steps need to be taken to start moving upward? There also could be recovering from a narcissist. There could be some narcissistic tendencies that you are noticing within yourself, or that you're noticing in this Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or yeah. I feel like also something's coming in, something's been upsetting, and you're just having to, it's like exposing your relationship to moderation, or it's exposing your vices to you in some sort of way. And I feel like it's time to like dive in the depths. It's time to be patient, compassionate with yourself, so that you understand, with your ruling planet Jupiter being in Aries, Jupiter expands. Jupiter, look at these wings spread, the wingspan that's going on. I feel like some of you are holding back your own wingspan. You're holding yourself back in some sort of way. There's some sort of looping in the mind, or some toxic thinking, or some toxic attachments that are keeping you from, from moving forward and acting in what you know, experiencing what the divine has from you. Some of you, these addictions or this behavior, these toxic behaviors or toxic attachments are keeping you from having like the love that's like coming in, or the divine's like brought into your life. There could be people who have like walked away because of this, or you're needing to walk away from people because they are triggers, or because they're actively tempting you, or they're, going on a different path. But it's time to take a look at what has a hold on you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What has a hold on you? What are you bound to? What's your relationship to, sex, to recovery, to drugs, to alcohol, to escapism? And is it healthy? Is it serving you? It may not be healthy, but is it serving you? If it's like acting as if it's keeping you from a certain level of greatness, I don't know, babe. I feel like the heat is on, the pressure is on. Please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Aquarius season 2022, it's time to dive into the depths of your emotion. And what I was saying with Jupiter being in Aries, Aries is the sign of I am. Jupiter is like, hey, I feel like Neptune direct is like, hey, remember all those like fucked up things about yourself that that you needed to like shift, or that you said you were going to work on, like, come on. I love you, and you love you, and the divine loves you, and everybody in your life loves you, and they want you here, stable, comfortable, confident, luxuriating yourself in some sort of way. And so with Jupiter being in Aries, it's going to expand who you are. And so if there are pieces of yourself or your behavior or things that you don't want to identify with, or have a hold on you, it's time to cut it. It's time to really start uprooting those behaviors, or those vices, or those tendencies. Or if you already have, congratulations. There could just be more some tests, or coming in. Wow, the rest of the cards just came out. Thank you, because I wanted to keep this quick. And with the bottom of the deck being the Page of Pentacles, there is this reinvention of self that's coming in. And the reinvention of self is very much so tied to this Jupiter in Aries transit. You got to figure out who you are and how you're showing up in your life before Jupiter moves into Taurus, and it gives you the opportunity to reach for what's yours. But if you stay in this page, initial stages, low on the totem pole, really self-deprecating kind of energy about yourself, you won't aspire to this King of Cups energy that is clearly destined for you, and you're really preparing yourself for your season. The divine is really going to have you graduating for your season. There's a lot of major arcana. So Aquarius season, I feel like, has some heavy hitting road signs for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Center of the reading being strength, which means that this season is going to force you to evaluate what your relationship to weakness is. What makes you weak? What has you feeling weak? What's going on with this relationship to control? Or are there any facades or masks to take off? There may be somebody with Leo placements coming in. This is, you know, there's Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, and Pisces. Also, like heavy hitting. Your connections with those signs or people with those placements are really going to be lit up this season. And I'll say it again, Pisces, so yourself, your connection with yourself is definitely going to be lit up. Pisces is indicated twice here at in Temperance and in the King of Cups as the last card. I also feel like there's so much information coming in, it's just like hard to process, and you may be feeling that too, where it's just like, wow, there's so much like profound, like, oh, leveling up and expansion and growth, and I'm like graduating and traveling and becoming mature and coming into myself, and it's like starting from the bottom so that you can get here. Come your birthday, your birthday season, you have really like leveling, you're going to be really leveling up. So come March, for those of you moon and rising folk. So let's take another look. Oh, I just saw 1111. Reset. And also wish fulfillment. And this song just says, I know I can't make it on my own, and you don't need to do it on your own. I do feel like these cards, the way this spread is a bit solitary. And the only time that someone is not alone in the card is in the Devil. And so there's something about like forced attachments or trauma bonds. I feel like some of you, there may be something like recovery with a Capricorn, recovery by way of sex. There could be also sex addictions or people around you that are having like addictive behaviors. But I feel like either way, patience, moderation, removing excess, getting down to what like the bare minimum of what really matters, really like figuring out what that is for you just fucking matters. Because there is what's keeping you from the Aquarian liberation that is available to you. It's very much so like stuff that's happening in the 3D day-to-day, or there could be people around you that, like, who are you letting dominate you? Or what substance are you letting dominate you? Or what are you running to? Or what's keeping you from spreading your fucking wings emotionally and spiritually the way that you want to? And I feel like a lot of ego is tied into this with the Strength card at the center of the reading. There could be some recovery or tie to someone with, or maybe even like toxic behaviors that are coming up to end with someone with Sagittarius, Leo, or Capricorn or Aquarius placements. There is just some sort of, if you do your part to look at your heart, you will graduate, you will level up, things will start to feel in sync. You'll also get the opportunity to travel. I feel like travel is coming up big time in Aquarius and Pisces season. You're going to be exploring, seeing different places, taking the road less traveled in some sort of avenue in your life, and it's leading you to this new, mature, calm, balanced, spiritual, intuitive, confident version of yourself. You just got to make sure that you don't get into like know-it-all mode, or that you're not being pretentious in some sort of way. I feel like the closer you get to your birthday season, you're going to be back on your bullshit. Hydrate. But this looks beautiful. This looks like a very powerful season. 4 of the 5 cards are major arcana, and so the most important of the cards, though, I feel like, is the World card. I feel like there's something, there may be something coming full circle back from July or back from last Leo season. But I feel like there is some like culmination, wrapping stuff up, and the culmination is going to put you in a place where you feel safe and protected to be vulnerable and be emotional and be, Authentically you. Let's get into it. Love you.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.